Chuggy, 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 one. Chuggy, one. I have no intro for this. I have no intro. We just have to play jazz music in the background. That's what this is all about. Wow, good afternoon. Never thought I'd say that on a stream. Good afternoon. Look, you used to see me wear hoodies. I'm wearing grown-up clothes because it's daytime now. Madness. Madness. Welcome to Cooking with Mojax Happy. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, that's not what we want. I pushed the flip button. All right, great. It's going to be difficult for me to spend time at the old comments today. Let's see who's it. Hey, local! Yay! Who else we got? We've got two. We've got two people. I think the other person's actually my account to try and monitor the chit chat. But you know what? We are going to go straight away. What's up? Trying to get Mixer. My boy's trying to get Mixer up for me. So I'm going to take you for a wee tour of my kitchen for cooking. You see it in the morning for making porridge and stuff. But when you're streaming, it's set up slightly differently for live cooking because I need to have everything prepared. Because when you're actually cooking live, right, you don't have studio hands doing things to help you. So we're cooking mince and potatoes tonight with dumplings. So I've prepared everything in advance to make it nice and easy. Okay, and we've already got the potatoes boiling away because I don't want to spend like half an hour with you guys watching potatoes boil. And then we have the petit pois, frozen petit pois, which will have the boiling hot water put over it, a nice big ring light to make sure that we have adequate light for shining down. And if we don't, we have another light that I can adjust the actual, how much light comes onto it. You know, when I think about it, okay, cooking live is by far one of my most favorite things to do. I cooked Christmas dinner one year. Well, just last year, actually, I cooked Christmas dinner live on the internet over 2 sittings. It was tremendous. Truly, truly, truly tremendous. It was good fun. So what I'm going to have to do, I will have to dive back occasionally, backwards and forwards. Hi, Nyla. What's this? You only had 30 minutes sleep. What, lady? If I don't talk, it's only got the... Oh, lady. You just relax. Let me do the cooking, okay? Let me do the talking. That's what it's all about. So did you get onto Mixer there? Is it on the chat? Great. I think this is the first time Mixer will actually see, a live... Oh, good. There we go. Is that it? Good, right. I've got a look at this. I've got a little tablet so I can monitor the Mixer chat. But unfortunately, the tablet software doesn't allow a monitoring of the YouTube chat. I've got another tablet for that. So I'm going to dive backwards and forwards to see the YouTube chat. And then we're going to get started. I just want to just get organized for a second or two. I'm not that organized in my kitchen when I was looking. Right, let's go for the proper tour of the kitchen then. Okay, so we have the sink, we have everything set up, we have the ring light for the stream, we have my wall of pots. I adore cooking, so I have a pot for every occasion. My tiny little kitchen is taken up by a massive range cooker with 2 ovens, I love to cook. I have my toaster over here. I have my deep fat fryer, my fridge freezer. It's all here. It's in a perfect position for preparing the food, cooking the food, and doing the speciality things with the deep fat fryer over there. Yeah, so we're just gonna do it. Let's just get on with it, because it's nothing difficult with what we're doing. I need to talk through what we're actually doing. We're doing a traditional Scottish thing called mince and potatoes. Right now, mince and potatoes is ground beef mince. This stuff is around about 20% fat because I quite like it juicy. All right. We're going to be cooking it with what in the culinary world we call a mirepoix. A mirepoix are 3 vegetables. Okay, it's carrots, onions, and celery. All right, and you cook these off together to be able to discover a different sort of flavor. It brings out a richness in anything that you do. You have them for vegetable stocks, even for chicken stocks. You should use a mirepoix because these vegetables are quite strong and delicate at the same time. Would you believe? You have a hint of celery, you have the strength of the onions, the sweetness of the root vegetables there. This little thing in here, what we have here, let me come into the daylight. This is dried oregano and also garlic powder, and that will be going into the mix for dumplings. That's just suet and flour, and so it's fat and flour really, and it gets a little bit of water afterwards, and we'll be mixing that up. And because I don't like to waste anything at all in the kitchen, we have the potato peelings, and we're going to switch the old deep fat fryer on just now because we're going to turn those into vegetable chips, basically potato chips, to make for at the table. Really, they're great with mince and potatoes, and they're you get to eat the skin that way as well, and they're tremendous. It's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing to get done. So the first big pot that we're going to use is this pot here. This pot is just kind of like a wok pot really, but it's not really a wok pot as such. It's just a big saucepan, and will we get that round there without it falling down? Yes, we will. Okay, and there's going to be a lot of flipping and flopping backwards and forwards, but that needs to be quite hot before we put the oil in, okay? Because we need the oil to be really warm because we put the vegetables in first. Okay, put the vegetables in first. There is nothing, no culinary secrets been given away here today. There's nothing ridiculously crazy with what we're going to be doing here. It's all quite easy, quite straightforward. Now, can I ask, can you guys hear that sort of jazzy music in the background? Okay, is it annoying? Should I switch it off? Because I just wanted some background music. I can hear it here. Your dog is just thrown up in the carpet. Don't worry, Mo. Has the perfect pot for that. Thanks, local. That was charming. We like the dog vomit soup in this house. It's got to be one of the family favorites. Great. Right, so let us move on to getting on with the cooking. That pot should be hot enough now. Like I say, I'll be backwards and forwards to check up on the chat. And anybody in Mixer, please, if you come on, we don't often see cooking shows in Mixer, especially live ones. Just pop it on and say hi. Right, let's get the oil on. See, the pot should be nice and hot now. Get some oil. See how that is breaking up straight away. A good, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil there to get going with it. Give that an opportunity to mellow a bit, which is what we want. Then we need to get the tripod open a bit more. There we go. Now I've got both hands free. So yeah, we're also going to be using these little things today. These are stock cubes. All right. If you don't know how to use these, I'm going to show you a magical secret for OXO cubes. All right. It's quite impressive what you can do with these. There. Some people rip them open and squeeze them out, but I'm a bit fussy about that. Right. We'll show you afterwards though. That's quite cool. Okay, we're going to do the old flip around a Roni, and we need to get something off my wall from here. I'm not used to having the tripod and the light. Can you see okay? Is that light okay? I think it is. It's not too bad. That's great. Right, so the first thing that we throw in with the mirepoix is the celery. Right, that is something that you want that to get going as quickly as you can, and you can smell that coming up, you know. And then the carrots. This has all been done one-handed. I'm not putting all the carrots in because you put too much carrots in, if it burns, it turns everything too dark. You don't want it to be too dark for there, but we will put all the onions in. All right, this is important. Okay, then we want to keep that going. I'm going to find a spot to lay this thing down. That's what I've not done. Here we go. We'll get the big pot. We'll use you, Mr. Potty Pot. Turn you that way. And then we will make you smaller, little thing like so. Then, yeah. Oh man, that's perfect. Look at that. Wait. If we push Mr. Pot back a wee bit, we can then go like that, and then you can see, look at that. Now I can be hands-free using both hands to stir this dry. You want to cook these off until you don't want them to be too dry. You want them to be able to just be, you know, opening up their flavour a little bit. That's all. That's all there is to this. This mirepoix does the job. All right, hold on. Mixer is doing something crazy. Hold on, just refresh that page. Are you guys getting the same thing? Hold on. That's it. If somebody wants Thank you. Sorry, the mixer feed looked a bit rubbish, and I got a like on what video? All right. Do you want to monitor the screen for me, please, Ruin, and tell me what's happening? If anybody says anything nice in the YouTube comments there, which is good. Right. So this now, okay, because you don't want it to get too dry, because we're going to add the beef neck. It will carry on cooking. And you just add, the beef needs to break up a little bit when you're putting this in. You don't want to put it in big lumps too much. You stick it all on top. And what's going to happen is the fat from this will render down and help to cook the vegetables as well. Yes, my boy. Oh, mixer was flicking around. Something silly. It might have just been the thing that I've got. I don't know whether it's the mixer feed. Is it okay now? Yeah, it's okay. Mixer was just going a wee bit silly. We're having mince and potatoes tonight with dumplings. Mince and taters and dumplings, young sir. Right, so let's get this all turned over. You need to get this. Somebody who said good afternoon. Tell me the person's name so I can say a little. Just so you know, hold on, let me flip that. Just so you know, I can't see the chat. Who did? Morgan. Morgan said good afternoon. Good afternoon, Morgan. It's going to be difficult for me to engage with the chat live just now. I can do it. You don't need to keep telling me that, Ruin. Okay. It's going to be difficult for me to engage with the chat full time just now. We'll jump backwards and forwards and catch up with you guys. My second youngest son is going to keep it going. Right, so let us keep on. You want to kind of break this up and mix it through as evenly as we can. We started the vegetables off just to get the juices flowing with them. Now they will cook with the mince. And you want to cook the mince to be about 90% all the way through. It doesn't matter if it's not all the way through. The potatoes need some more water. No, not yet. And the oil's hot enough for the potato skins as well. Right, so we're going to leave that to cook a little bit. We're going to turn the heat down and we're going to put a lid over it. Okay, like so. Now we can get rid of all these things. Now, the thing, right, I think when you're cooking live, is you never, ever, ever, ever have somebody in my kind of cooking live. You don't have anybody to help you. You don't have anybody to move the stuff out the way, to clear the spaces for you. So you have to kind of be organized and kind of do that yourself. It's kind of important, because if you get disorganized and everything starts to fall to pieces around you when you're cooking like mince, potatoes, petit pois, and you're about to make the dumplings, you're about to throw in the potato skins into the deep fat fryer, you've got 4 things going on at once. And it's wonderful. I like all that. I like that very much. Right, so what we're going to do next, we'll bring this over. We are going to, let me just flip the camera around again. We're going to spill the water that I pre-measured out for the dumplings. It's important that we have, I like to use oiled water that's cooled for dumplings. I like it to be, you know, a little bit okay, but we will throw in the herbs first. That is herbs, that's garlic powder and oregano. Okay. And just use a fork to put that through. You want to have that blended. This just adds a bit of flavour to the dumplings. Then a little bit of water at a time. And throw the camera away. Sit there, camera. That's good. Let's just get you balanced properly. There you are. Magic. Dumplings are basically suet or some sort of animal fat, flour, a little bit of butter, a bit of salt.
What are you making? Some people are asking.
This is dumplings. I'm doing mince and potatoes with dumplings and petit pois for tonight. Okay. Hi, mixer people, if you are there in the house. Who's all there? Can I see us? Let's see, I can't read that. The writing's tiny. What am I making? I am cooking off some mince and potatoes. This is for the mixer people as well. Mince and potatoes with dumplings and potato skins fried all together, all deliciously. But this here in particular is the dumpling mix. We need to get all that blended together into a kind of like a dough ball. Okay, so it's ready. There we go, just about done with this. This is very sticky when it's done, but it's so worth it. And you'll see an amazing transformation for these things as we actually do them. All right. And this is a bit different for Mixer. You don't see many people actually cooking live on Mixer. We're also live on YouTube Mixer folk as well. All right. And you'll be able to find this here is I usually do a show called Radio Apocalypse, which is a commentary show. But I decided to cook live today. I've cooked live a few times, but usually on YouTube. There we go. That's perfect. That's great. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to quickly dry off the spilled water. And we need to get some flour. This is where things start to get messy. We're going to throw down some flour. Listen, I'm going to go and check the YouTube chat once I've made these little dough balls. All right? Very important. Okay. Okay. Right. We need a glass of water for this as well. This is a little secret when you are handling the dough. Right? It's just a little helpful thing. Right? I like to basically get, so I know how big they're going to be, but about that big. And the reason I keep that in the water like that is because it makes it so much easier to cut through those things. And you're making them, you know, about this size, right? And you'll see why afterwards. Okay, this just stops it sticking. It's brilliant. So I'm just going to check the mince as well. You can come across and check the mince with me. Where is my mincy mixer? There's my mincy mixer. See, now we're sizzling. It's important that we don't let this go dry though at the bottom for the mince and potatoes. We are going to, this is just about perfectly ready to start adding other things to, but we're not going to add it just yet because we're going to season it and we're going to then add the boiling water over the top of it. Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely spot on. That's going to be delicious. Amazing. Amazing. Right, we're going to turn that heat right down, put the lid back on it and get back to our dumplings because the dumplings actually cook in with the mince. Okay, which is great. So who do we have speaking there? It's mince with dumplings, petit pois dumplings, and fried potato skins. Yes. Thank you, Nyla, for pointing that out. That's really good of you. Thank you. You've only had half an hour's sleep and you're helping me. Oh, you're such a good girl. Don't know what I'd do without my Nyla. You know. Right, so here we go. Look at that. We're going to get there. We're going to keep going with these dumplings, right? I'm now using my fingers and not the water. The water is actually better. My hands are beginning to get covered already in the dough. I didn't really want that to happen. I didn't want to have to keep on going and washing my hands as much, but we will do it this way just because it's a wee bit faster. Okay, there we go. Now these are really good. When you make your dumpling mix, right? It's nothing special about it. All it is suet, flour, bit of salt in those proportions, and then I add a little bit of garlic and a little bit of oregano just to make them a bit herby. Some people do call these dough balls. These are because they have suet in them. They're traditional dumplings, right? That's the way they're supposed to be. And you don't want them to be, too compact together. I'm doing this as an example. If they're too compact together, they might not fluff up the way that you want them to fluff up. All right, so I'll show you that afterwards. Okay, not all my kids like these. I love these. Okay, they expand to a ridiculous size. All right, and you can do all sorts. So you can make them bigger than that, and they will be bigger on your plate. Okay, but they're good. They're I wouldn't say they're healthy. By a long shot, they're certainly not healthy, but they're delicious. They're delicious. And we're just about finished getting them all together. Then we'll move on to we'll go and have a quick look at the chat because my laptop. I'm actually broadcasting this through StreamYard as an extra guest camera on my iPhone, streaming to my laptop, to Mixer, and to YouTube. Right? Yeah.
I got a request for us to make something next week.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it afterwards, okay? All right. And we're also in the house with all my children as well, which is always amazing. Right, I'm now going to turn the potatoes down a little bit as well because I don't want them boiling over. Okay, let's go and have a quick look at the chat on the laptop just now before we move on to the next stage. Right, so you absolutely love dumplings. Me too. Dumplings are special, especially with what's it called? With the old what's it called? Especially with the old mince and potatoes, which is good. Right. Great, cool. Thank you, ladies, very much for looking after me in Mixer there. My wonderful people for doing that. It's good fun. Right, let's get back to what we're doing through here. Right, the next thing is what we need to do is we need to actually add the boiling water to this. Okay, so we will add the water to it from the kettle. I've pre-boiled the kettle already before I actually came on air. So what we're going to do is you want to just pour enough water in just to cover that part there. Put you to the side just now. So you can see, where is it? Here it is. We've just got enough water to cover that. Okay, that's important for just now because we will add more water potentially as we go along as well, if necessary. I like to reduce it down and then build it up and reduce it down, and that's the sort of time frame that I do things in with that. Okay, we need to get the old pot ready for balancing. I'll say, look, I'll show you. That pot there, upside down, is what the camera is sitting on, so you guys can see what's going on there, right? I will not have a camera over the deep fat fryer though, okay, because that's just too dangerous. Here's okay because it's angled, so if anything, it will fall backwards and not into the cooker, which is good. But now, let me introduce you to the absolutely amazing miracle of stock cubes. Right now, some people will I want to show you, this is what people usually do with a stock cube. They kind of open it up, they tear it open, okay, like this, take all the foil off it, and you're left with this delightful little beef stock cube. Then it crumbles quite easily. Hold on, let me show you. See, it crumbles really easily. And you end up with a powder. So I'm going to pop that in just now. All right, but there's something you can do with one of these which is much more fun. Look at it. It's a cube. It's a cube all tied up. See if you take the corners off, like so. Right? Now, if you're in the UK and you know what an OXO cube is and you don't know what I'm actually doing just now, be prepared to be astounded. Okay? So you get it all, so it's got pointy corners. Okay? Then you just start to squeeze it gently at the corners. Keep squeezing it, and hopefully it will not burst open. I've never had one burst yet. Right, keep going. Keep going. Look at this. So it's now gone from a cube. Wait for it. Wait for it. Are you ready? Are you ready, British people, to be amazed by this? Because we use a lot of these. It's gone from being a cube. I'm keeping it hidden. Keeping it hidden. Into a little packet. Holy crap balls! It's an OXO packet. And then you give it a shake. And then you tear it open like a packet. Isn't that crazy? And look, you have a packet of OXO. A totty little packet of OXO. Let's pour it in. Okay, there's the other one I did earlier. Now you just, oh look! Isn't that amazing? Bet you never knew you could do that with them. If you did, you win 10 points. Okay, so let's give this a quick stir. That there is beef stock, right? This just basically takes the water and turns it into basically a beef stocky, stewy, beautiful deliciousness. All right. So what we're going to do now, with that all there like this, we will top up a little bit more water now, because I forgot we're adding dumplings to this, and that sucks the water out of it as well. Okay, so right, here we go. We'll add just a tad. Where did I put the kettle? There it is. A tad more water, not too much. There we go. That's about right. You want it to be kind of swampy on the top. See, like that. So I call that swampy. Swampy mince. Swampy mince. Right? Good. Right, now we take the dumplings and we put them in this. Okay, and drop something on the floor. Okay, and put them round in a nice pattern, like so. Bum, 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 bum. And then we get the three in the middle. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so there's our dumplings with our mince. Okay, dead easy. Right, where is our lid? Our lid is over here. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to turn this up a little bit. Watch, see, underneath there. We're going to turn it up about a quarter. I want that to start bubbling more. See how it's starting to bubble more at the sides because it's hot already. Okay, we want the heat to basically heat up that and start to get inside the dumplings to cook and start the going with it all. And while we are waiting for that to go, we will check, yes, that is ready. We will check the chit chat across in the tube of use. Okay, great. Nyla, you're so sleepy, my poor girl. Just you go back to bed. You don't need to be here if you're tired. I appreciate you being here. You know that I do. It's always amazing when you guys are here. Right. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to go now check the mixer chat on the tablet. Then we are going to shove the... Let's have a look. Mixer folk. See, I'm looking at you guys on a tablet. Hello, what is this? Sorry, I missed your chats, guys. I think Nyla came in and said, yes, thank you, Nyla. It's mince with dumplings, petit pois, and fried potatoes. That's right. It's basically cooking. It's not the gaming side of stuff. I do gaming, and we're going to do gaming for Mixer. Don't worry. But I do everything. Right. Let's have a quick look at the dumplings already. I need to keep going backwards and forwards. Look, they're beginning to expand and grow already. Look at that. Oh my God, I can smell them. They're astounding. Right, let's put that down. What we will do now is we're going to take these bad boys and and you're going to turn the old light on here. Good, right, we're going to get these bad boys. These get double dipped, right? shove them in. They're going to get double dipped. They get like about 6-7 minutes at about 175 to 180 degrees, whatever it is, the one that's a lower number. I don't know. Okay, so we shove them down. This is what cooks them. All right. It's not a big sizzle because they need to be cooking. So let's get some light on it so you guys can see. So that's the potato skins then. They will get about 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes cooking, just like so. So in the meantime, what we will do is we will speak to you guys happily. We will tidy up. We will turn the tap on and get everything that we need to do put away. And every now and then we'll check the mince and stuff. We need to boil the kettle again. We need to boil the kettle again because we need boiling hot water to go over your frozen petit pois. Never, ever, ever put frozen vegetables into cold water and bring it up. You will lose all the goodness of the vegetables by a long shot. Okay? And if you are a multitasking father like me that likes to cook, talk, do the dishes, manage his children all at the same time, at this stage you shout on the kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Children, would one of you lovely lots come and get the cutlery please to set the table? There we go. Ruin is coming to, there we go. Very good. Don't stab yourself, please. It's not a healthy thing to do. Then we get the old dustpan and brush to brush down the flour that we used for making the what's it called, the dumpling. I just like to clean as I go, you know, because we've got the time to do that. We have the time. Oh, right. Let me show you the dumplings now. These are looking astounding. Check this out. Check this out. Ready? Oh. Now they're growing. That looks amazing.
Daddy?
Yes, my young sir.
Are you making gravy tonight?
The gravy is in the mince. It's always in the mince and potatoes. That's what it gets cooked in. So we're going to turn these round a little bit. Turn each one round just so we can make sure that every part of them gets a bit of that good beefy graviness going on with it. It's all that good stuff going into the dumplings there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. We get turned over as well. We get turned over as well. We're amazing. We're doing good. Let's get the lid back on there. Now we will get over, grab the kettle, and we will pour the water straight onto the petit pois. It's not on flame yet, but what will happen there is that kind of seals in all the goodness, and it will just do what I call carryover cooking. It will take the chill out of it. It'll start making it, a lot better for things. Let's check on the old things in there. Yep, we're looking good. Yep, needs another 3 minutes or so. Oh, we're not too bad. We're quite organised. Quite chuffed with myself. Oh, we need to add a little bit of seasoning to the mince and potatoes. So that's just going to be the same thing again. Okay, that's garlic granules and the dried oregano. I'm just going to, you don't need a lot for it because the stuff's in there. Probably about a teaspoon and a half of oregano. I'm just going to flick that round inside there because we're going to mix all that round afterwards, which is good. And it's the same thing again with the garlic powder. About a level teaspoon, where's the camera? There it is. About a level teaspoon, okay? Level teaspoon with it all, which is good. Excellent, right, okay. Right, lovely. And I'm putting that in between the dumplings and stuff, and it'll mellow in by itself. We'll stir it in a second or two, but because it's boiling quite vigorously, it'll be doing good. Right, we need to go and check on the... We're almost there. See that? They're not changed colour just yet. They're still cooking the starch out of the potatoes. Because I kind of peel my potatoes a little bit thicker, simply because I like those potato chip things going on. I really do. I really, really do. Which is good. Right, let's check the chat here. It is looking tasty, isn't it? What's happening in Fortnite?
Live event.
Oh wow, a live event is happening on Fortnite. Right, let's have a look. Damn, those dumplings are looking thick. Yes, they are. They are spectacular. And because they're getting cooked in the mince and the potato, well, the mince with the mirepoix and the beef stock and the seasoning, they take in all those flavours as well as their own flavour as well, local. It's truly astounding. Okay, I'm just wanting to see if my background jazz music's still playing. Is it? Yeah, Jazz Cafe. Can you guys hear that jazz music? You know, I just like I say, I just stuck that on. I hope you guys can hear it because it's quite funky. Right, could somebody go and get the other chair from the bedroom, please,
Okay.
and organise some drinks? Okay, so the next stage is to check on the potato skins again. Then we're going to check on the mashed potatoes, and we will now turn the petit pois on. And we need to turn the petit pois on, so that starts to bubble up. Let's have a quick check in on the dumplings. Now you're talking. Now you are talking, and you are cooking with gas. We are looking good. Let's just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Oh yes. Yeah, we are ready to turn. We're ready to turn this and push it around a wee bit. Yep. Yep. This is great. This is going to be one of the best mincing potatoes ever. It's so good. Now come back up to the top. If you don't want your dumplings sticking down. There we go. Excellent. Let's just put that on. We want it to reduce a little bit, so we don't want it to splutter everywhere. So I'm just edging that pot lid like that, so it's got the steam's got somewhere to escape. Right, we are now ready to take those off. Those are perfect. We now also turn that up to 190. We wait a few minutes for the oil to drain off that. See that? That's that bad stuff draining off there. Okay. We leave it like that because just before we serve, we dump them back in for 2 minutes and they will crisp up and go a nice darker brown colour. We salt them and they go on the table to people to help themselves with. Let's turn the mince right down to the lowest setting just now. We don't want that to overcook. That's cooking nicely. Let's check the potatoes, which I put on earlier on. Yes, potatoes are perfectly ready. Now this is a dangerous job, but somebody has to do it. So we need to be prepared for this. Right. So we're going to put that down there just now. Camera's going down here. We'll move those dishes over here. And we will throw water all over myself. We need to get rid of the basin because I don't like throwing boiling water around the place without something to set the edges. You can go down there. Okay. So this is what I'm doing here is I'm putting that in there like so. That's my colander. And we will move the camera so you can see the colander quite happily. There you are. And we're going to get the potatoes now. We're going to do the potato thing. See? There we go. Actually, we need to... My lady wife likes a little bit of starchy water in the potatoes rather than butter in the milk. So I won't be having potatoes. Would you believe since my bout with throat cancer, even beautiful creamy mashed potatoes are really uncomfortable for me to have. We're going to let those drip dry as much as possible, and then over here we're going to move the mince. We'll move the mince across to that one there and turn that right down. Okay, like so. So we've moved the mince over. The petit pois is beginning to, you can see just there around the edges, we get the little bubbles around here. That's good. You're going to be fantastic. They're draining nicely. We've got time to make cocktails. We really do. We've got time to cocktails. I'm going to ask, what?
Daddy, what did you say? I make my own cocktails.
Don't think we've got. How about I buy cocktail stuff? Would my lady like a gin and tonic? No gin and tonic tonight. Oh, no cocktails tonight. I've got to remember, I've got to drive as well. I can't have a cocktail. I could have had a cocktail if I cooked a bit earlier, but no. So right, what is next? Mouthful of coffee. Getting dry mouth. You can also hear that oil dripping away. Right, so what we're going to do with the pot that has potatoes in it, we are going to take the potatoes like so. In fact, let's turn this around so you can see this plainly. I think it's important that you guys get to see what is going on here. So we'll flip that round. Brilliant. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I am throwing the potatoes back into the pot. Taking a little bit of the starchy water, just a little bit, to soften up the potatoes a bit. Yes, my boy. You can tell me after. Tell me at tea time when we still sit at the table, because we don't...
Can I not have a pie this time?
Okay, you want it all separate? Yeah, okay, no problem. And then it's just a straightforward mashing of the potatoes up. Okay, my good lady wife likes the mashed potatoes for herself without the milk and without the butter. Whereas for the children, it will have the butter and the milk and a little bit of salt. Not too much though, just a little bit. Right, okay, good. Superb. Let's get you away from there. And we will take a portion of the potatoes out, like so, for my lady wife. Okay, good. Now this is where we make the mashed potatoes luxurious. Get a tablespoon of butter and another half tablespoon of butter, and just mix that in so it starts to melt. Okay, just want it to start melting. Okay, one gadget that I don't have yet for the kitchen is a potato ricer. If you don't know what a potato ricer is, it's like a great big garlic crusher. And with that is you put your mashed potatoes through and it makes them even better. Right? Don't overkill with the milk, okay? You'll end up with runny stuff and it's just garbage. So I'm putting, I put twice as much milk in as I do with butter, all right? And then what you want to do is you want to fork it. Give it a good forking. Okay, if you fork it, it whips it up. Okay, so that mixes it. Okay, then if you really want to go to town, which I'm going to do this, but just because I'm live, they get thrown in the sink. You actually get a whisk. Okay, you're whisking patties. Yes, I am. I am whisking potatoes. Look at that. Oh my God. Is that not just the best mashed potatoes you have ever seen? Ever? It is perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is food porn. Bam, chicka, wow, wow. Let's do a B-roll with this lovely food that's going round and round. You can't do a B-roll when you're live, right? It doesn't work. Right, so stuff into the sink. What's next? Lid for the tatties. Where's my lid? There's my lid. Keep the warmth into that. Right, good. Sit you there. Okay, so we're just about done. We're just about done. The signal for it all being done is actually the petit pois. When that starts to boil, that means they're ready. Okay, that means when they start to boil, we will shove that down for another 3 minutes. And then we will also take a look at this stuff here. This, oh my God. Let's bring you back to the middle. Switch that back burner off. Turn that one up a little bit. And where is my sturdy thing? There's my sturdy thing. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. We're just going to leave that lid off now. Turn the heat up a wee bit. We want that to reduce down in the last few minutes. We are now going to go check the chat, the chickadee chat. Is that how you set a table? I mean, really, check this out. My 9-year-old thinks that this is how you set a table. You look like you've just thrown the cutlery on there. Crazy. Crazy. You are crazy. I love you. I love you very much, Ruan. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. Right. Potato ricers are beautiful things. No, they really are. And I don't own one. I need to buy one, which is good. Now, is this been laggy or anything? Are we okay still? We're not lagging out or anything. Let's have a look. So what's Nyla saying? New comments. Let's go click on the new comments button. Okay. 2 knives, 2 forks. Yes. Right. Bye, Morgan. Sorry I never had a chance to say goodbye to you. I will see you tonight, hopefully. Great. Good. Right. We're all good. We're all good for that. We're all good. Ruan.
Yeah.
Look.
I don't see what's wrong.
You don't see what's wrong, right? First of all, look, check it out here, okay? The fork goes to the right-hand side, okay? And then you need to do one for Alia. Then you need to do one for Daddy.
Yeah,
okay?
that's what I could.
Okay, yeah, but then you need to sort of like, the fork goes that side, okay? You know this. You know this. You do so. Right,
I do not so.
You do so. Let's take a rubbish bin to the door. So it's not in the way. Not in the way. Right, so we've got the chairs, we've got that. Good, we're all organised. Right, yes, petit pois is boiling. Check it out, petit pois is boiling. We turn the heat down on that now. And then we just drop this down. This is going to be the big, this is the one that, this will start to froth up. And all sorts of bits and bobs. We need to get a metal spoon just to pop those down a little bit. Like so, yes, there we are. And these will take about 3 minutes to crisp up a little bit. Very good, right. So that all that leaves then is to serve up. We will keep the mince going. Let's check on the mince. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So it's just all about now, it's about serving up, which I will do. I will clear this stuff away. Get the sink filling. We need the petit pois. Need the petit pois thing. What's that? It looks like something sticking up. That shouldn't be sticking up. We don't really want to see the underside of my cupboards. Just tidy a little bit so we can get everything out to serve. Great. The cloth. There. Yeah, we're quite organised today. You know something? I'm actually more organised when I cook live than I do when I cook normally. Because you're kind of forced to be. Maybe I should cook live every day. Right, check on them. Them not quite done. The petit pois done. Okay, let's get the plates out. Jesus, sneaking up on me. Give your old man a heart attack, boy. Okay, so family and then Daddy. Because Daddy does not have the potatoes, I will serve mine up last. Who wants a pie? Who doesn't want a pie? You want a pie? You don't want a pie. A pie is when I mash everything together. Alright, which is good. Right, let's have a quick look at the, what's it called? The potato skins. Yes, they are looking perfect. They are looking perfect. Good. Take that out and immediately switch off your deep fat fryer. Don't let it tick over. That's when it becomes dangerous, okay? Danger, danger, danger. Will Robinson. Okay, let's turn that off. Let us get the spoon that we were using for that. Yes, we're done there. Turn that off. Everything is now officially switched off. Let's get the petit pois. Okay, can we see if I go up like that? And am I here? Yes, can you see me? Excellent. Right, the petit pois. We'll sit you there. Nothing beats some petit pois, I tell you that much, right? Which is good. And we will start. We need to get, where is my little boy's bowl? That's the baby's bowl. He gets the same as everybody else as well. Right, so let's get Lady Wife's potatoes. I think I put too much in for her there. We'll make this nice, like so. And a whole bunch of petit pois for my lady. We both like the petit pois. Oh, look at that. You will see what this looks like in just a second. All right, good. Then Alia's wanting, there we go, that will be Paxton. I'm actually going to have some of this mashed potatoes today. I think this looks spectacular. There we go, that would be for Daddy. Yes, this looks good. And then we need a little bit, now that will go in and make the babies and Alia's together. Who wants dumplings? Never. Right, Ruin doesn't want dumplings. Paxton's not saying anything, but I know that he does. Okay, so that'll be for Paxton on the side there. 1, 2. And Alia's ones will be 1, 2, 3. Paxton gets a third 1, 2. Daddy gets a 1, 2, 3 as well. And then we shall start putting the mince out. Okay, so the mince for my lady, like so. The mince for my big lad, like so. The mince for my little boy, like so. And then the mince for Daddy, just a little bit for Daddy, like so. And then we've got 2 extra dumplings we'll keep to the side. You will get to see all this, I promise you. I just want to have it all done. A little bit more mince for Daddy. Now we take the leftover mince for Alia and Roddick into there. We will now also take the petit pois. Put lots of peas down. That's for Ruin. That is for Paxton. That is for the other 2 there. And then a bit for Daddy. Okay, Daddy's petit pois. Da, da, da. And then we'll put the rest in there for the baby as well. Great. So let us mix. This is Alia's and the baby's because Alia likes hers mixed up to a great big mushy mess on the plate. She likes it as they call it a pie. Okay, but it's just looks like a mess, but it's a good mess. And then Roddick gets the same. Roddick likes this very much. That's the baby. Good, right. Let's make that look pretty with the dumplings on the top, like so. And then we can show the world what minced potatoes and dumplings look like together. Yeah, shall we do that? Shall we show you? Okay, we will show you. Oh, hang on, and flip. There we go. Look, doesn't that look pretty? You've got your petit pois, you've got your dumplings. In fact, Paxton can have a 4th dumpling just at the top there, like that. And potatoes. This is my lady's stuff there. There's the babies all mushed up. There's Ruins with a mountain of tatties, and Alia's there as well. Yep. And there's Daddy's there because I'm having the potatoes today.
I have this one.
That's your one. Yeah. Do you want to take it through? Thank you.
Okay.
Go. That's okay. I've seen it. And that is it. We are cooked. Dinner is done. And those potatoes are actually the best potatoes I've ever made. Astounding. So let me just go away. Usually at this time, just leave that there just now, please. Get it out of the way. Okay. Usually at this time, I would be saying, hey, that's what it's all about. Yes. I like just Parmesan cheese, Nyla. Oh my God, you have nailed it. I never thought of that. Parmesan cheese.
You need Parmesan.
No, not for the minced potatoes. For something even better. The potato chips. Would you like to take that through for... Oh, careful. Don't stand in the dirty washing, you crazy cat.
No, I slipped.
You slipped with your foot up into a bucket. Can you please take that through, please, for Alia? Okay. I never thought of that, Nyla. You're a genius. Salt, pepper. There we go. Let's get a bit of salt. Because I usually just salt them. A bit of salt. Like so. Bit of ground black pepper. Never done it. I've done it with salt and pepper before, but never with the next thing. It just so happens in the fridge we have Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah. Oh my god. You're a genius, Nyla. Thank God you came on today. Alia's going to have a heart attack when she sees that. She is the cheese queen. She loves the cheese. Right. Pepper's just got to be. Okay. Somebody come and get dinner, please. That's Paxton's. And we will take all this through as well. Come and get the dinner. Daddy. The dinner. Yes, just wait now. I'm nearly done. Let me bring the last couple of things through. Alia. Yeah? We've got potato skins with salt and pepper. And Parmesan cheese. Yeah.
Where are they?
Bring them through for me, please. Right, listen, I'm going to come across here just now and say, listen, this has been a pleasure cooking for you guys today. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined me. Nyla, Morgan, Local Bottom, everybody on Mixer that wondered what the hell was going on in the gaming community, thinking, why is somebody playing with flour and water on Mixer? That's crazy. Crazy times. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can all have a bit of the chips. It's all good. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody for coming here today. And Mixer, be prepared for more cooking. Cooking is coming your way, Mixer. It is. It's going to be cooking with Mojax Happy on Mixer. You better believe it. Barry was there too. I never saw you there, Barry. Thank you for joining us as well. We will see you tonight, 10 o'clock, for a bit of the old ranting and raving on the open mic. Okay? Thank you for joining us. Speak to you later.